I do. Here it is right here. So what did I miss so far? I've been missing some stuff.
Yes. So far you missed the saute of the onions, the washing of the vegetables, sauteing of the garlic, and now we're cutting the squash after we blanched it. So today we're making butternut squash soup, and it's better, as I call it, better butternut squash soup. Just cubing the squash that we blanched so that we can prepare it for boiling. Just making sort of even cuts, small cube cuts, so they cook faster. Why do we cut them small, Melissa?
Because they cook faster.
Exactly. Good answer. Good answer. We have Craig here. He's doing a heck of a job with his skills. Say hello, Craig.
Hello. All right. Did some work over here too as well.
I'm saving the squash for you.
So you're saving the seeds?
Yeah.
And no one said you couldn't, so you did it.
No, they were throwing them away, so...
Do you think they're going to grow?
Yeah.
Oh,
we cut them small, they go easier to puree.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more work on the front end, which will pay off on the back end. Try to get them all in there.
Now, is there a certain way that you're cutting so that it's really fast and efficient?
Yeah, I'm cutting it fast and efficient. The only way really to do this is cut it in slices about 1/4 inch wide. Now, to be fast and efficient, number one thing is to have is a sharp knife. That's the first key to being fast and efficient, cutting this or anything. So, and having the right technique, keeping your fingers out of the way when you cut something. Make sure you have a little bit of a grip on it. But as you can see, it is kind of difficult because squash is slippery.
We're now doing seaweed, is that it?
Yeah. That's right. I was showing the seaweed here, and it's called wakame. It's been used in Japanese cooking and macrobiotic cooking for hundreds of years. And it's full of nutrition, especially A vitamins, minerals, and all the minerals the body needs to live on. And there's even protein in it, healthy proteins. Quite a bit actually in kombu, I think, is one of the highest containing proteins. It's like 300 milligrams in a serving of protein in kombu, and that's really good. Wakame's got a good amount of that, and a lot of carotenoids. You see that green color. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. It starts out dry, then you blow it up when you put it in water, and that's what it looks like. And we're going to add that to our soup today. It's going to add color, texture, flavor, and nutrition to our soup today.
It looks dangerously potent.
Yes, it is. I highly recommend eating it raw. Okay, well anyway, here we go. We're about to start our puree. See, we got 3 different sections that we're doing in the recipe. First part was the saute, where we took onions in olive oil, extra virgin olive oil to be true, honest. Anyway, that thyme, which is a great herb, a wonderful flavor herb used in many different soups, just about every soup, that I've tasted that I enjoyed has thyme in it. And ginger root. Ginger root is wonderful flavor, pungent spice, and helps digestion. We got those in here, the food processor.
A couple of ginger with garlic.
Alright, we're going to put it on the top here. I'm going to pulse it a little bit. Get a fine pulse, and then to add that, I think what we have to do is put it out here. What we do is put the rice stream in. Now, rice stream is kind of a neutral ingredient. I'm not really putting it in there for flavor at all, just to kind of use as a texturizer to thin out if it's too thick. That's all. But it does add a little bit of texture and flavor to it, and it's organic.
Yeah, and that's just the plain...
plain rice stream. You can get flavor if you want. Again, organic has some standards that I have to follow as far as people, whatever they work on, it has to be organic. They only work with organic ingredients. Don't use the same equipment to harvest it, and it's only grown in an area that grows organic produce.
Would that be similar to a honey or a molasses or a corn
Similar
syrup
in
or a...
texture to honey, very similar. It's got a very light, crisp taste. Very light. It's not as strong. And that's why I like using it in recipes. It's neutral and it's just like enhance the sweetness. And again, you don't want to overpower sweetness in anything because you want the underlying flavor to come out. And that's why I use agave and sea salt. Sea salt helps balance flavor from becoming too sweet and vice versa. So you want to balance it too. A lot of chefs, when I started cooking, I really didn't understand why chefs use sweet and a salt in the same thing. It's like, it didn't make sense at first. Now it totally makes sense because it really helps to balance the natural flavors that are in this, whatever you're cooking. As long as you use the required amount or just to your taste. You don't want to overdo it or overpower it because your taste buds won't like it.
Now, Peter, can we use like hemp milk instead of rice milk?
Again, that's a great point. If you don't have rice milk available, you can certainly use almond milk, you certainly use hemp milk, or any of the nut milks that are available. You can make your own nut milk, soy milk if you want. In fact, soy milk is a very commonly used one. I don't like to use soy, but if you like soy, you really like rice or almond. It's a nice alternative to use.
And they're comparably priced, are they?
Yes, they are. They're all pretty much, there's some good sales in natural food markets that you can find. And, you can get, I think a 6-pack or 12-pack for under $20 sometimes. They have a good deal. So then I'm going to put a little bit of agave in. I would say in the range of a tablespoon. Again, it just enhances the flavor. And salt, sea salt. I highly recommend using this type of Redmond sea salt. It's from the Salt Lake in Utah, and these are basically mines they've had for thousands of years that have not been affected by man's place on Earth. They're in a secluded area, and they harvest it from way underneath the earth. So it really has not been changed in any way. And that's it. That's what you get. They just mine it and put it in a bottle. Great.
Unlike Celtic sea salt, which could, you're getting out of the ocean, which has been polluted.
Exactly, and I have Celtic too. If you want, you can get a close up on it.
I've never thought about origin to it.
Yeah, see if you can get a close up on that. See that has almost like a pinkish color to it?
I hope the camera picks it up.
Okay. You can see, get that. Again, one of the things I like doing is getting a good blend. I think the better you can get the blend by the time it's finished, the better everything gels together. And you also notice if you have leftovers, it tastes better the second day. That's one of my favorite things about cooking, the leftovers. Right? Okay, let's see how this is doing. What I'm going to do is skewer it or get a here. That's good. See if we can find one and see how we're doing here.
Throw it up against the wall, see if it sticks.
Yeah. Exactly. Throw it against the wall. If it crumbles in your finger, then it's done. This is getting there. It's not quite done. So, also taste it. It's too hard so far. So, and that's another point I want to touch on. Cooking is always tasting. During the process, you always got to taste because you know what direction everything is going. You've overdone something, and we have all overdone something on occasion. It's really important just to taste it, texture, taste it feels right, because you're building a good foundation for the recipe, like we were talking about before.